Hello and good evening, everybody. We're live from Holy Trinity High School in Hicksville, New York, for a CHSAA matchup between the Gales of Holy Trinity High School, the Gales of St. Mary's High School, and the Titans of Holy Trinity High School. Hello and good evening, everybody. I'm Jack Like, and I'm joined here alongside my friend Patrick Anello. We are due for a great matchup here today between two great CHSAA teams. Let's look at what happened last time the Titans were home when they faced off against Chaminade, Pat.
Well, last time they struggled with finishing layups, and they forced many turnovers. Tristan Thomas there hitting a three. And, there's Ryan Reed off to Manny inside, easy. But, they really struggled, and Chaminade ran them up and down the court and just finishing at both ends of the court from the three-point line mostly and at the basket.
So definitely that was a tough match for the Titans. Let's look up what happened last time the Titans went over to St. Mary's where they got a great win. Let's see what happened, Pat.
Well, away on the road in the Gales gym, Ryan Reed knocking down that three. That's something they did well in that game, knocking down their threes, knocking down their shots, something they did not do well against Chaminade. And that's something I think that they need to do to get this win today against the Gales again. They also forced many turnovers and got lots of rebounds.
Well, it definitely was a great matchup of the Titans. Let's see if they can repeat that again. We're going to see what happens after the starting lineup's national anthem and prayer. Thanks for joining us here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel.
Here's my southern slang, I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin' each and every way. It's one nation, under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down there, they're under rules.
Coaches and their families, and especially all the members of the class of 2026 at St. Mary's and Holy Trinity. And we pray, all glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. This evening, the national anthem will be performed by Ali Manduka of the Holy Trinity class of 2027.
Well, it is time for tip-off here at Holy Trinity High School. The home Titans are wearing their white uniforms with the green lining, and the Gales, who are moving left to right on your scoreboard, are wearing their navy blue uniforms with white lettering. Like I said, hello and good evening, everybody. I'm Jack Light, joined here alongside Patrick Rinello for this very exciting CHSAA matchup. Here's an early 3 attempt from the Gales. Taking that shot is Justin Mompoint. It's no good, and getting the rebound is the Titans. Ayeye taking a 3 of his own. No good as it goes off the base of the rim. And an early foul called as we're only 26 seconds into this game. We're going to see a foul called on the Titans.
Well, eager shooting from both teams here. Not even a minute played and already taking their first 2 threes, both missing and off the mark.
Gales set back to trigger it in. They sit at the logo while their head coach, Paul Tricarico, gives them the play. Taking a long 3, fading away and making the shot is Hank Williams, the junior out of Rockville Center. And Pat, something that we can lean on to this game when we watch the Gales is they are not a very senior-heavy team, and that's something that they do have similar with the Titans. They are a young team relying a lot on their juniors.
Yeah, 100% there, Jack, as they only have 2 seniors on this team, one of which in the starting lineup.
So Gales off to an early lead, spinning around and trying to get the shot up in the paint is Tristan Thomas, and he's guarded by almost 4 Gales, and no fouls called. But as the Gales try to escape away, Jagger Verzosa is going to get called for a foul.
That's Holy Trinity's second team foul there. 6:45 left to play. Early foul trouble maybe for the Titans.
Gales back at it as they move along the baseline. Here's Hank Williams guarded by Ayeye. Moving in and scooping it up as it pops out like a gopher is Morel Tony. Nice move by him in the paint. Jagger Verzosa back out, kicks it out to Miles Reed. His shot's off the mark, and the Gales get the rebound, and they are not wasting any time. Moving in past the defender and making a shot is Noah Patterson. Now going for a 3 of his own is Tristan Thomas. He knocks down a corner 3, 5-3 Gales.
Well, Thomas, a captain on this team, as I've said in the past, absolute leader, picks up his team right there with the huge 3.
Nice job by Ayeye, getting the steal off the Gales, trying to scoop it up. And and the Titans cannot finish the layup, but it bounces out once again. Ayeye trying to, and he's finally called for a foul. And it looks early on, Pat, that these referees are letting a little bit of contact go on in the paint.
Well, for the Gales that don't have a football team, have been really physical so far in this game. You know, getting right there as a Gale went on top of Verzosa onto the floor. Good thing he's not injured.
Pat's always looking at the bright side. And missing his first free throw is Ayeye. Ayeye being a key component in this Titans lineup. Only a junior, but my God, has he been impressive to watch so far this season. That's a swish for Ayeye. Titans only trailing by 1 now, but right back at it is Miles Herbert for the Gales. Fadeaway shot, a nice shot by the Gales. They're going to draw away, and they lead by 3 once again. That's Ryan Reed moving in, and just a little too much power on that layup. That's something that the Titans really struggled with when they faced off against Chaminade. And 2 Titans going up for the rebound, but one of them is going to come down with it. There's Verzosa for a long 3. Off the base of the metal. There's a Gale on the other side of the court. In the corner for 3, it's Herbert. Goes off the side of the rim. And that ball is going to go off the hands of Thomas. It's going to be Gale's ball to trigger it in.
Well, you know, the Titans are really eager so far in this game to get these shots up. Looks like they're just chucking them up. Coach Ganous doesn't look too happy about that.
Coach Dracario, we can see him telling his players, slow it down. But no need to slow it down there as we see Morel Tony scoop up 2 points for the Gales. He's only a sophomore out of Uniondale, New York. And that just shows the depth they have with their younger players on the St. Mary's lineup. Miles Reed moving into the paint. He's going to lose it and hand it over to Morel Tony. In the corner for three, it's Noah Patterson. Off the metal, nice rebound by Verzosa. There's a lead pass over to Miles Reed, and he just cannot scoop it up for the layup. Titans really struggling right now with this layup. Shot in the corner for three is the Gales. Nice job by Thomas getting the rebound. And now we will see our first foul on the Gales.
Well, both teams playing really fast-paced early in this game. It's only the first quarter. Might need to save all that energy for the later in the game. But right now they're just running up and down the court, taking the ball, throwing up shots. Not a lot of them going through the basket there.
Hopefully we can hear Coach Caduce tell his players, let's not let what happened last time against Chaminade happen again tonight. They had a whole week to decompress from that. And there's a good example that they hopefully can turn something around as we see Miles Reed tip in two for the Titans.
Well, Ryan Reed, with the look into his brother right under the basket, screen from Thomas, and Miles finishes that layup.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this in the first quarter of this matchup. Moving in the arc, nice couple spin moves off Ryan Reed, and finally getting the shot to fall in is the junior out of Freeport, Patterson.
Well, Patterson, the lefty, with the turnaround little hook shot, gets the lucky roll and it goes through the basket.
Miles Reed looks like he attempted to try that spin move. There's Thomas for three. Dead-eye!
Well, Thomas, I've said it again, he's a captain that picks up his team, and he does it right there with that big three.
Looking to respond as the Gales with a three of their own. No good, getting the rebound, found the way up. The basket's no good. That's Morel Tony getting fouled, and we've definitely seen him play a crucial role, scoring a lot of points in the paint.
100%, Jack. This St. Mary's team is really physical inside the paint, as we've seen so far.
So up for two shots is Morel Tony. And the first one's good. And the second one's good as well. That's going to bring the Gales lead to 4. Still early on in the first quarter. Miles Reed at the top of the key. Finds Verzosa. Ayeye fakes the three and moves into the arc. Kicks it out to Ryan Reed. He's going to pop a really long three. Nice job by his twin. Getting the rebound. He's going to pop a three of his own. Bounces off the rim. And after two Reed three attempts, the Gales get the ball back. Nice pad and nice pass. And just getting and tricking the Titans defense, allowing Andrew John out of Belmore just to get in the paint and get an easy tip in. Pat, that was a nice job by the Gales, right? Just to lead the Holy Trinity defense just to the other side, faking the shot and then just going right behind them and passing it over to Andrew John. Well, when we come back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel, we got 1 minute and 53 seconds left to play between the Gales and the Titans. We'll be right back. We're back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. And Pat, what did we see Coach Canoe say to his players in that time? I know you got to hear a little snippet of it.
Well,
Let's
in
hear
that
the
time,
PG version, the PG version.
well, in that time out there, Ganous told his players to stop chucking up those threes and to run their plays, slow the offense down, as that's what they do best, slowing the offense down, getting inside the paint, and finishing at the rim.
As you can imagine, Pat definitely PG'd that shot, that quote just a little bit. And that shot's going to fall out. Titans still trail by 6. With one more shot, it's Ryan Reed at the charity stripe. The second one can bounce in. And the Titans cut their lead down to 5. Moving in the paint. Nice shot by Morel Tony, and he has definitely played a crucial role for the Gales in the paint.
Well, Tony, a sophomore from Uniondale, finishes right there under the basket.
Ayeye loses it. And then getting called using his frequent flyer miles is Hank Williams after some good defense from Ayeye. And Pat, it is only the first quarter, and this Titans crowd has already gotten a little bit rowdy. So a minute and 5 seconds left to play here at Holy Trinity High School. Titans looking to get their way into the paint, like Coach Canoe said, and there's a good job by Ryan Reed as he does exactly that.
Well, Ryan Reed takes the pick from Thomas, goes around to the defender, and finishes right at the rim.
And responding with a long three, and draining it is Hank Williams. And that was something we saw a lot of frustration with the Titans when they played against Chaminade. Every time it looks like they could get something going and they gained a little bit of momentum, Chaminade responded with a ridiculously long three. And it seemed like it was almost every single time. Ryan Reed's going to tell Thomas to set a screen for him, and he does. And almost stepping out of bounds, but I guess the ref didn't see that one, was Morel Tony. But nonetheless, Gales got the ball left, shot clock's off, and they're going to pass it out of bounds, and that's going to allow the Titans 15 seconds left to play in this first quarter.
Well, Ryan Reed making up that turnover he had on the other end on the defensive side, forces that turnover. Titans get the ball back with 15 seconds left.
Well, with 10 seconds now on the clock, the Titans need to respond. Ryan Reed's going to have to pop a shot. Kicks it over to Miles Reed to Ayeye, fakes the shot, and they're not going to be able to get a shot off, Pat. And that has to be frustrating for Coach Ganous and the Titans.
Well, yeah, 100%. I see Coach Ganous's face right there. A little bit of frustration, absolutely, of this first quarter.
Well, last week we had a great night, and me and Pat definitely had a great night as the juniors won Spirit Night. Let's take a look at what happened last week.
Spirit Night, a beloved Titan tradition, was last week on January 29th. Each grade competed for their pride, their reputation, and a spot on the Spirit Night plaque. This year, the junior class claimed victory.
On Spirit Night, students from each grade competed in different athletic challenges, such as cage volleyball, tug of war, and a basketball relay, as they were cheered on by the audience.
The audience was filled with parents, students, and teachers who came to support and cheer for each grade.
My favorite part about Spirit Night is seeing a whole bunch of kids in our grade come together and work as a team. My favorite part was the basketball relay and tug of war.
However, Spirit Night would not be possible without our teachers. During Spirit Night, there is a referee, judges, and other teacher volunteers, including each grade's teacher representative that acts as a coach to the students.
All of their contributions ensure that Spirit Night runs smoothly, especially during the Spirit Night practice the day before. Thanks to them, Spirit Night goes as planned, and everyone is well prepared to have fun.
I think my favorite part about Spirit Night is the whole school coming together, cheering on each other, especially when the seniors chant for the freshmen. You just see the really great community that we have here in Trinity.
Spirit Night and Spirit...
Well, it certainly was a great night last night. Not last night, last week at Spirit Night. Still cannot get over that amazing win that the juniors had. We'll see what they can three-peat next year. Before that, we have a game to play as Miles Reed just tries to scoop in 2, and he cannot. Titans trail by 8, and looking to turn that lead into double digits is the Gales. And throwing up a balloon is Evan White, sophomore out of Port Washington. And on the other end of it, tipping out of bounds is a Gale. It's going to be Titans ball. So Tristan Thomas at the top of the key now for the Titans. Sends it over to his fellow senior Verzosa. Here's a Yeye for a long three. Oh, and what a shot by Yeye. Put that one in the highlight reel as it bounces out and comes all the way back in. Triple for Manny Yeye.
Well, luck on the Titans side, and Manny Ayeye, little bit of a roll off the backboard and drops right through the net there.
That's not luck, Pat. That's all skill. Mary's looking to respond, moving in, and getting fouled. Count at the basket counts. Let's see if Noah Patterson can finish off the three-point play. And nice job by him, going all the way around almost. Spinning it, it was a weird shot he had. And he can finish off the three-point play. And this is going to be a tough game for the Titans, right, Pat?
Yeah, 100%. You know, this Gale team is resilient. You know, every time the Titans score, and they answer back. They don't fall down and turn the ball over like the Titans did right there.
Well, Pat, I might be incorrect on that turnover. And there we go. Once again, we're going to see a Gale foul on the way up. That's Morel Tony. He's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot one more. Pat, did you see that little play that just happened at half court as they were trying to pass around? It looked like it was tipped out by a Gale, and Tristan Thomas got it on the other end of it. But when Tristan Thomas got it, I think he thought that he had to throw it and didn't realize that it was tipped out by the Gales, which would have allowed him to go back into the backcourt.
Well, yeah, he jumped over the line there trying to not step into backcourt, but he could have stepped into backcourt, got the ball easily.
We're going to see the coaches tell them that as he goes back to the bench. And trying to pull a Manny Ayeye kind of play is Carter Dean. He's subbing in for the first time in the second corner, and he already got one shot off. Pat, what do you think Coach Knuth's reasoning is here, putting in Carter Dean for Tristan Thomas? It's kind of a completely different play, you know, getting out your big man and putting in, you know, a more shooter-style player.
Well, you know, Dean comes in, you know, he's a pass-first guard. That's not something the Reed brothers have been doing tonight. They've been shoot-first, and their shots haven't really been dropping, so he's just trying to see if Carter Dean can get this offense going as a pass-first guard here.
Coach Knuth is almost going to change his whole lineup as we see Mekhi Reeves come in alongside Nick Delva. So hopefully Coach Knuth probably try to keep the Titans out a little bit of foul trouble, as we did see plenty of early fouls. Here's Mekhi Reeves for a three. That misses the mark. Gain the rebound is the Gales, and they're going to pop a three quickly. Getting it up there. Verzosa is going to get the rebound. That was pretty impressive, Pat, how quickly they can get the shot off. Nick Delva should try again for another corner three. Bounces in and out, and the Gales get the rebound. The Gales try to pull that move again where they pass it in the paint to Andrew John. Can't pull it off that time. Carter Dean is going to lose it to the St. Mary's press. And we're going to see a double dribble called on Morel Tony and the Gales. Pat, something I think the Titans really need to do, and this could also go for the Gales, is they really need to slow the game down.
Well, yeah, both teams have been playing at a fast pace tonight so far in this first half. They've just been getting the ball, running on the other end, trying to finish, and they can't really finish those shots right there.
See a substitution coming in is Caden Elrod for St. Mary's. Carter Dean over to Delva. Delva's going to take another three. This is going to bounce off the rim once again. Gales get the pass off. Now they're right back at it on the other side of the court. Moving in the paint, scooping it up. Just cannot get his shot to land. Nice shot by Makai Reeves. Gets a lead pass over Verzosa. He's going to take another three. No good. And Pat, do you think Verzosa really should have just kept on driving into the paint? He probably could have got a layup there.
Yeah, 100%. He definitely could have got a layup there. Decided to take a three. Selfish play from Verzosa.
Shot pops out for St. Mary's, and the Titans can finally get a layup to fall. It was just on the second attempt this time. Nice job by Ayeye. And St. Mary's is going to get called for stepping over that baseline. It'll be Titans ball.
Well, you can see Coach Yanus mad at Verzosa for taking that transition three. Takes him out for Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed just coming off the bench after being taken out.
Makai Reeves, Nick Delva, and Carter Dean still into play for the Titans. Here's Ryan Reed with a long three. He knocks it down! And the Titans are in the 20s. I didn't even practice that one. That was a good call, Pat. Titans in the 20s. And getting fouled on the way up is the Gales. They're going to take two from the stripe.
You can see Miles Reed coming in for the Titans, taking out Carter Dean.
Here's a Yeye back at it for the Titans. Gives it over to Makai Reeves, who moves along the baseline. Nice job by him. He just can't get that shot to fall. And St. Mary's is really putting all their defenders in the paint. Popping a long three, knocking it down and getting fouled. And telling Nick Delva about it is Hank Williams. And now we're going to see him look to convert this 4-point play.
Well, we've seen this throughout this game. You know, Hank Williams, spot-up shooter, can shoot it from about 5 feet from the arc. And it kind of flopped on the way down to get the foul call. Smart play by him. And he converts there for the 4-point play.
So the Titans are now trailing by 11. Miles Reed's now going to get fouled on the way up. And now it will put the Titans at the line shooting 2. We already saw the Titans miss 1 free throw. Let's see if they can stop that trend early.
Well, Miles Reed, you know, he won for 1 at the line before. See if he can finish this one. He gets the first one to fall. And he didn't finish that layup there as he did before. The Titans need to look to finish these layups if they want to cut into this Gales lead.
So Miles Reed with one more shot. And it's butter. So Gales back at it as they're only up by 9 now. Gales passing along the outside of the arc. Ryan Reed on double duty. And almost a little bit of a flop there by Ryan Reed, but he's going to end up getting called for a foul on the floor. But thanks to the bonus, we will see St. Mary's take 2 shots. There's no 1-and-1 here. Just taking 2. And he knocks down both. And that is really going to kill the Titans. These fouls, we really do not want to see them getting into any foul trouble. They're already at 5 fouls for the half. For the quarter. St. Mary's only at 2. Here's Manny Ayeye moving in, goes over to Ryan Reed, fakes the 3, moves in, pops the shot, and just cannot get it to fall. Popping a long 3 of his own, just goes off the tip of the rim. Nice job by Miles Reed, getting the rebound. Titans need to slow it down. There's Rizosa, nice job by him. Getting the tier to drop. St. Mary's right back at it, and there's Andrew John. Dropping a shot of his own.
We can see the resilience from this Gales team. You know, they answer back from this Titan offense. Titans score, they score.
There's a shot popping out from Ryan Reed. Titans still trail by 11. Titans have done a nice job, though, tonight, getting their rebounds. Here's Rizosa for a long 3. Money!
Well, big needed 3 from the Titans from Rizosa. Needing that 3, cutting this lead into 8. Down by single digits now.
Nice job getting the pass to the post and getting fouled on the way up. The basket counts. We'll see one more shot here from Morel Tony as he gets fouled in the paint.
Well, you know, the Titans going into this 2-3 zone hasn't really been working so far as the Gales have gone many and ones.
And something that is not good news for the Titans is Tristan Thomas is at 3 fouls already for this game. And St. Mary's can finish off the 3-point play. They're up by 11 here. Ryan Reed finds Makai Reeves in the corner, fakes a shot, moves on the baseline, just cannot get the layup to fall. That's going to fall into the hands of Miles Reed, and he's definitely going to get fouled on the way up. And after letting a lot of contact slide, these refs are going to call a foul in the paint on the Gales.
Well, Miles Reed, second chance shot there, gets the foul call. Hopefully he can knock these down. If he knocks these 2 down, Titans will be down by 9 going with 1 minute left in this first half.
There's Miles Reed making his first shot. He's got one more. Lead still in double digits as Miles Reed misses one more. Minute left to play here in the first half. St. Mary's taking their time as they have 25 seconds left on the shot clock. And with a fadeaway shot, tally up to Morel Tony. Nice job by him. Gales up by 12. Ryan Reed charging in with a little floater shot. Cannot get it to fall through. And Ryan Reed's going to intercept a pass of his own. Shot clock's off. 20 seconds left in the first half. And they really need to slow it down as they just cannot get a layup to fall. And again, fouled on the way up. The basket counts. Andrew John. And this is not going good for the Titans. It is like deja vu, Pat.
The common theme here from the Titans. Playing them so fast-paced, they can't finish these layups. Something we've seen against Chaminade at home when they lost.
Well, 6 seconds left to go. Let's see if the Titans can get off a shot. They couldn't last time. Here's Rizosa scooping it up, and he can as the buzzer sounds. But the Titans still trail by 12 here, Pat. Well, it was a chaotic first half, and I can only imagine that the second half will be just as crazy. Pat, what do you think Coach Ganoush is going to have to say to his players here at halftime?
Well, Ganoush was really mad at his players for chucking up those threes. Gonna tell them to stop with the over chucking of threes and try to get inside the paint, run the offense, get a little bit into their playbook, as they were just taking too many transition threes and can't finish at the rim.
Well, we're going to move into halftime. Score is 42-30 here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel.
Thousands of people make their way to Washington, D.C. in January to participate in the March for Life. But what does it really mean? What attracts them there, and why should we all care?
Today, we want to provide you with a better understanding of what the March for Life is and why so many people care about the program.
Well, so March for Life is an event where we gather to pray and create awareness that every life is sacred, and hopefully there can be a legal protection of every life, especially the unborn.
The march has grown greatly. Many people return every year because they feel strongly about standing up for what they believe is right.
I think my favorite part about March for Life was seeing how many people care about this issue and how many people are willing to come out and bear the weather just to stand up for what's right.
A lot of participants are inspired by religious beliefs, specifically the idea that life begins at conception.
I march for all the people who are here today in my life because their mothers said yes to life.
Many schools see it as a chance for students to learn more about the moral teachings of the march and standing up for the right to life.
My experience at March for Life was great. It really opened my eyes and helped me get closer to God and realize how abortion is wrong and we have to fight to stop it ending.
Overall, the March for Life is one of the largest annual events to take place in Washington, D.C. It continues to bring people together regarding the morals of a deeply important issue in society.
Oh, I enjoyed Mass, especially the Bishop's homily, because he emphasized that what we do, the campaign we are here for, is not just against abortion, but against 20 plus issues of life. So that homily was really good and I enjoyed it.
Last Friday at the pep rally, all students came together as a school community to celebrate our amazing 2026 Winter Pep Rally. This event was a very uplifting and energetic experience as the whole school came together to show off their Titan spirit and give student athletes recognition for all their hard work during this season. During the day, our teachers and faculty participated in the exciting balloon relay race, where different educational departments raced against each other in a recreation of our newest relay race from Spirit Night. Congratulations to Miss Becker and Miss Pettishower on their big win for the science department. The day also included a competition between all the grades in an exciting head-to-head three-pointer contest, and after two major tiebreakers between the seniors and the sophomores, out came the winner, Christian Paveda, for the seniors. Holy Trinity gives a big shout-out to all the cheerleaders and dance teams showcasing their amazing talent, Titan spirit, and outstanding moves during their stellar performances. Holy Trinity commends all the girls and boys in the varsity basketball teams. Their discipline and hard work clearly showed their amazing seasons this year. Both teams show their commitment to both their fellow Titans and the game this season through their outstanding plays and execution on the court. Finally, on behalf of the Holy Trinity community, we say a big congratulations to all the winter season athletes, and we recognize all your dedication, hard work, and team effort to make this season so special.
Thursday night was a special night for our Titan family. It celebrated the arrival of the future Titans that were accepted into Holy Trinity High School. They had the ability to tour around the school with current students, learn about what Holy Trinity has to offer with teachers, and have some fun getting to know other future Titans. Holy Trinity is very excited to share its own leadership with the future Titans that will be attending the school as they seek unique opportunities to expand their education aside from academics, to sports, art programs, and religious courses.
I think Accepted Students Night is so great because you get to see all the incoming freshmen and the possible new Titans. And for me, I've always loved seeing them make connections and make new friends because I think that's what high school is all about, especially a place like Holy Trinity. I've met so many amazing people who have helped me grow and become a better person, and it's great to watch other freshmen blossom.
We hope our future Titans enjoyed Acceptance Students Night as much as our Holy Trinity student and staff did.
Every January, students across Long Island wait, hoping for a letter that could change their lives.
Holy Trinity is special to me because of the great teachers that show up every day to teach me during class.
They're not just hoping for a school, they're hoping for a place where faith is lived, where learning is meaningful, and where they are known, challenged, and supported.
Holy Trinity is special because of the teachers and how hard they work to make the school a great place.
Holy Trinity is special because, we involve God in everything. The sports games, we're praying before the games, we're big on faith, and it just helps you become a better person when you're close to God, and Holy Trinity's really helped me with that.
That's the power of Catholic education. It forms the whole person, mind, heart, and soul. But today, for many families, the cost of Catholic education feels out of reach.
Holy Trinity is special because
of the dance program,
the athletics,
and the teachers. Holy Trinity is special because of our amazing school environment and our school spirit.
Holy Trinity is special to me because the teachers and the environment is very welcoming, and it makes me feel like I'm useful and wanted at times.
At Holy Trinity, more than half of our students rely on financial assistance. They are honor roll students, leaders, servants, students with promise waiting at the door.
Okay, I will forever be grateful for Holy Trinity for all the amazing friends I've made along the way. They're definitely lifelong friends, and I'm so excited to have them.
Holy Trinity is special because it's very welcoming, and when I first came here, I really felt like I wanted to be here and nowhere else.
Holy Trinity is special because of the community that students form here. The environment here is very welcoming, and as you can see, I made a lot of good friends. So, yeah.
And we're reminded of our responsibility to open the door wider. Your support of tuition assistance makes it possible for students to walk these halls, grow in faith, and become a part of the Titan family.
Holy Trinity is so special because of the students, teachers, and faculty I can consider family.
Help us open the door to opportunity, to faith, and to the next generation of Titans. Because every student who belongs here deserves the chance to walk through our doors.
The fall season is underway and our varsity football team kicked things off last weekend at home against St. John the Baptist. This will be a long pass for the Titans. And he finds the receiver, running up down the right sideline. He's going to take it himself.
We've got everything from the latest headlines to weird animal facts, jokes, and more.
Well, I'm here in the student section here at Holy Trinity High School, and we are ready for a crazy second half between the Gales of St. Mary's and the Titans of Holy Trinity High School. Guys, are we excited? Yeah! Let's send it back over to the booth. We're walking back over to the booth. We're ready for a good second half. Me and Patrick Anello are going to be on the call like we have been for every game so far this season. So now, Pat, me and you are ready to get back on the call. Thanks for joining us here on the Holy Trinity YouTube channel. Let's have a good second half. Welcome back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel, and it is time for a well-weighted, chaotic second half. Pat, what do you think the keys to this second half are going to be for the Titans?
Well, for the Titans, they just have to finish these layups, run the offense, slow the game down, and stay cool and calm.
Cool.
'Cause that's all what they have been doing all season, and that's what they can get them to success.
Cool, calm, and collected. That's Pat's keys to the second half. Let's see if the Titans can come through. A good start as we see a rebound by Tristan Thomas, and he's going to hand it over to Ryan Reed, who gives it off to the senior captain, Verzosa. Pat, something that I have to assume that the Titans talked about at halftime was just to slow it down. And nice job by Tristan Thomas getting fouled on the way up. The basket counts. Let's see if he can convert on the three-point play. And already that whole play looks so much more calm compared to in the first half, how chaotic everything was.
You know, everything looked planned there. You know, they handed off to Reed, off to Verzosa, around the horn, down to Thomas from the screen. And he gets the defender up in the air, fakes the shot, hits him while he's going up.
And unable to finish on the three-point play is Tristan Thomas. But the Titans have cut the lead back down to 10. And we're going to see an offensive foul called on Justin Mompoint. And Titans getting a nice break here to start the second half. Only 32 seconds into it. Nice job cutting in as Miles Reed spinning around in the paint, trying to get it in, bounce in. He cannot, but that was still a nice possession by the Titans, even though they couldn't convert to tally up two. That'll definitely be so important, is just watching and seeing if these Reed brothers can slow everything down. And they did a nice job of that just now in that first play. Also have to remember that Tristan Thomas, who's doing a good job defending right now, does have 3 fouls. And almost intercepting the pass of the Titans, but the Gales get it back. Here they are in the corner for a 3. It's going to bounce out. And here's a leading shot over to Ryan Reed, and he cannot get the layup to fall. Tristan Thomas gets the rebound and puts it back in. And there's some good teamwork there by the Titans.
Well, Mania Yeye with an absolute dime to Reed, can't finish. Thomas gets the second chance.
And something that I think has been a rough point over the last couple of games that we've seen, definitely against Chaminade and a little bit so far tonight, is just the layups. I don't know if it's what do you think it is, Pat? Do you think it's a little too much power on it? You think it's the excitement's getting to them? What do you think?
Well, I just think they're too open, and they just have to focus and just finish with calm as they're just rushing it up to get it up there. They're too excited about how open they are that they just can't finish it.
Well, taking a long 3 and sinking it in is Hank Williams. The lead is still only 9 here. Miles Reed charging and kicks out to the corner to his twin, but that's going to go actually right off the baseline on the pass, and it'll be the Gales to trigger it in. Nice job by the Titans on defense. Ryan Reed is fired up, and he's going to exchange some words with Hank Williams. 2 junior leaders on each of their respective teams.
You see the Titans here going into Aye at the top and 4 at the bottom for this zone here.
Nice job cutting in and some good defense. And just literally chucking it up and getting it to fall in is Hank Williams. I'm not one to say there's lucky shots in basketball. That was a lucky shot. Unable to get the finger roll to fall in is Emmanuel Yeye. Williams back at it, moves along the baseline, chucking it up, and they're going to call a foul there on Tristan Thomas. And he is at 4 fouls with still a quarter and a little more than another quarter and a half left to play.
It's not good for the Titans there as Thomas picks up his fourth, as Jack said. I think five is the limit. So only one more foul, and he could get fouled out of this game.
Looks like it's going to be Makai Reeves to sub in for Tristan Thomas, and this is definitely going to be tough for the Titans losing Thomas. Now, Pat, if you're Coach Caduce, when will you think to bring Thomas back in?
I'll think maybe a little bit into the fourth quarter, bring him in if you think this team has a chance.
And falling with the ball into the hands of Ryan Reed is the Gales, and laying it up. Nice job by Yeye. Laying it up for 2. We're going to see a violation called in the Gales. It'll be Titans ball. And it looks like every time that we see Tristan Thomas come out, Coach Tricarico from St. Mary's has brought in their big man, Andrew John, the junior out of Belmore. Ryan Reed with an open 3. Goes off the side of the rim. And it looks like at one point Ryan Reed thought maybe he'd wait a little bit or drive, and then the shot looked too good. That shot's going to pop out like a jack-in-the-box for Hank Williams. And trying once again in the corner for 3 is Noah Patterson. And nice job by St. Mary's, knocking down almost all of their threes. See a foul called on St. Mary's. And it's going to be Noah Patterson. Nice job by Ryan Reed getting the pass in. He's guarded by Patterson, spinning around, laying it in there, and he can, as it falls over the front of the rim. And Coach Caduce is going to call a timeout. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. The Gales lead 52-38 here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. Welcome back here on the Holy Trinity School YouTube channel. Jack, like Patrick Anello on the call for you all here tonight. It's been an exciting Tuesday night here, but it could be a little more exciting if the Titans could get a lead. Jagger Verzosa at the top of the key, goes over to Makai Reeves, who hands it off to Ryan Reed. He's going to take a long two-point shot. That is good, but the lead is still 12. With a quarter and 4 minutes left to play. And spinning around, getting 2 shots in St. Mary's.
Ryan Reed left his feet there, and the Gale just gets it in there.
Seems like that every point the Titans get to score, St. Mary's is responding. And talk about responding. Noah Patterson puts 3 on the board for the Gales. They're up by 17 points here. Jagger Verzosa now for a 3 of his own. It's going to bounce out. Makai Reeves is going to get a foul called against him on the floor.
Well, Verzosa tried to respond with that 3 from Patterson and just couldn't get it to fall. Makai Reeves, though, gets the offensive board, gets fouled, and Titans get the ball under the basket.
Verzosa gets the pass in from Miles Reed. And he hands it over to Ryan Reed. Falls with the ball, but Makai Reeves can pick it up. Moving along the paint and scooping it in for 2. But not before we see a foul called on the floor. Looks like it's going to be on Andrew John, I believe. And this time, things have changed as now Holy Trinity is in the bonus, taking 2 shots every foul.
These free throws can be really big for the Titans if they can knock these down. Reeves, though, misses that first one.
Here's his second. That one's going to fall through. Moving out in the paint and getting the pass off is the Gales. A nice job by Makai Reeves, who's going to get the steal there. Moving past the logo, tried a little spin move, hands it off to a Yeye. And the Titans try to slow it down. Not before Miles Reed is going to power through the defender and get 2 points in for the Titans. Still trailing by 14, and they need a lot more. Pat, it seems like we've seen a change in this Titans team. They came off so strong to start the season. Seemed like everything was going right, and just these past couple of games have not been going so well. What do you think that is?
Well, definitely a rough patch there from the Titans. You know, these past couple games have been struggling on the offensive side finishing, and it's just going to happen. You know, you're going to go through rough patches all throughout the season. This is going to be like their 5th game where they have struggled to finish.
And missing his shot is Ryan Reed. He's got one more. And he can't finish the second one either. Makai Reeves is going to tip it out. It's going to be Gale's ball. Titans still trailing by 14. They get the pass into Patterson. And laying it up in for 2 is Patterson. Titans back down with the lead of 16 points in favor of the Gales. Excuse me. Yeah, 16 points. The scoreboard's wrong on our score bug. A nice job by Ryan Reed laying it up there for 2. And it looks like the Gales are having no trouble scoring. That's for sure. Miles Reed now, a little too much power on that layup. And that ball will go straight into the hands of the Gales. We're going to run right back down the other half of the court and lay it up. And it looks like just what the Titans are trying to do, the Gales are doing. A Yeye now for a corner 3. Goes off the base of the rim. Nice job by Miles Reed getting the rebound, finds a Yeye. He's just going to lay it up there for 2. Williams catches Verzosa jumping. Misses his 3, but the Gales get the offensive rebound. Gales taking their time as they have 20 seconds left to play on the shot clock. Losing the ball, but regaining possession is Morel Tony. Makes a nice move on Miles Reed, and like I said, Pat, it looks like all the Gales could do right now is score. And they're going to get fouled on the way up once again.
Well, Reed trying to take the charge there, can't get the call from the ref. Gets called for a blocking foul. Really wish it could have gone the other way for the Titans.
Titans are trailing by 19. And make that 20. It has been such a different past couple of the games for the Titans than what we saw in the first half. It is almost insane. Here's Rizosa for a long three. That misses the mark. It's a jump ball call, and it looks like this is going to be a game. Well, I don't know if you missed that or not, but there was a little bit of talk going on between the two teams, and it certainly was not nice talk. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. And there's still 8 minutes left to play in the fourth. Titans are down by 20. Let's see what they can do when we come back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. Welcome back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. Jack Light, Patrick Anello on the call. Well, the Titans are down by 20, and we have 8 minutes to see if they can resurrect this deficit. St. Mary's back with the ball as they lead by 20. There's Williams getting fouled, and he finishes that shot. He's going to try to turn it into 3. Nice job by Mekhi Reeves as he finishes that shot for 2. But Titans still trailing by the big 2-0.
Yeye thought about the 3, but took the unselfish play and saw Mekhi Reeves under the basket. Easy 2 for the Titans.
And the Gales have done such a nice job here tonight, Pat, of just getting that 3 ball to fall and also knowing when they can go into the paint. And speaking of going to the paint, we're going to see Mekhi Reeves finish off the 2-point shot that Ryan Reed first attempted. And responding with the 3 is Miles Herbert. You cannot make this up. Mekhi Reeves spinning around and just checking up a shot. He throws up a balloon. And on the other side of it is a Gale. And this is going to get a little bit crazy, as we know what the Titans do when they're down. And the words of Pat Anello, they chuck. But they can get that shot to fall in. Now only trailing by 19. We're going to see a timeout called by St. Mary's here and their head coach, Coach Paul Chukacaria. When we come back, it's the Gales and the Titans here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. Welcome back here on the Holy Trash the YouTube channel. It's still the Gales and the Titans playing here, but it is a 19-point deficit that the Titans will have to overcome. Nice job angling in and just getting the shot to fall is Miles Herbert. That's something that the Titans have not been able to do today. I don't know what that was, but Ryan Reed gets the rebound. Firing all the way across. Miles Reed gets it, steps back for two. No good. In the corner, moving around the baseline, getting fouled on the way up. The basket counts. And this is ugly.
See Tristan Thomas coming in for the Titans as well as Nick Delva. Thomas playing with 4 fouls now. And good news, thinking that there's really nothing much to lose in this game with putting Thomas in.
So Thomas is back into play, and he's going to get fouled here. That foul's to be called on Hank Williams, his first. Here's Manny Ayeye for a three. Deadeye! Coach Canus is going to call a timeout here, hoping that he can come up with a game plan where they can come back by 20 with 5.5 minutes left to play. We'll see what happens when we come back here on Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel.
You know I'm poppin' tag, but man, I got that swag. Man, I got that swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag, but man, I got that swag. I swag when I surf, now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo. Okay, let me see that type.
Well, we're back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. 5 minutes and a half left to play here between the Gales and the Titans. Let's see if the Titans can resurrect this deficit that they will have to overcome. Two offensive rebounds by the Gales before the ball is stolen by Ryan Reed. He goes to the corner for a yay. He can't knock down this one like he did last time. Thomas gets the rebound, moving in the paint. And that shot is going to pop out like a jack-in-the-box. And like I said last time, Pat, when we were against Chaminade, it looks like there's a piece of plexiglass over the rim every time the Titan looks to go for a layup. And dare I say, a force field on St. Mary's rim. And there's Ryan Reed, once again, as that layup cannot fall. Morel Tony hands it over to Hank Williams. Nice defense by Delva, as Williams wants the call. Verzosa guarded closely by Patterson. He's going to have to come outside the arc. He finds Thomas. Thomas for a three from dead center. Knocks it down. Titans still trailing by 17. And in the corner for a wide open three and knocking it down is Caden Elrod. Yay for a three. It's going to be an air ball. On the other end of it is Nick Delvo, who's going to let it go out of bounds. So last time these two teams faced off, actually kind of funny if we see a trend going on in the Titans schedule. They went to Chaminade and they beat Chaminade. Chaminade came here and got the win over the Titans. We went to St. Mary's and got the win. They come here and don't want to assume things, but they played quite well tonight against us. We went to St. Anthony's and got and suffered a loss, so hopefully we can get the win at home when they come to us next week. But the season is coming to a close.
Well, Jack, I really think it's just the teams learning about this Titan team. You know, they know their strengths, know their weaknesses, and know how to play against them and how to beat them.
And you can definitely see the game plan that's going on for these other teams that the Titans are playing. It's almost like you said, Pat, they know what happened last time they played against each other. They've been watching the film, they've been studying the games, and they know what is going to happen. Welcome back here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. Jack Lake, Patrick all on the call. We have exactly 3 minutes left to play, but the clock is not moving, so almost about 30 seconds of 3 minutes. Now the clock is at 0, and they're going to just have to fix that real quick. I was just about to say thank you to our clock people, too. They do a great job, though, that's for sure. Mr. Jacobia does a great job, and that's a great shot we have on the scoreboard, whoever did that. As they're trying to fix it. Like I said, Mr. Jacobia does a nice job, and alongside with Mr. Linderman doing the book, of our wonderful gym teachers here at Holy Trinity. Mr. Lanning, who's been at Holy Trinity forever, doing our PA announcing. Looks like Coach Canoes is going to get his seniors in here as Jamie Heredia comes in. Also, Nick Delva's in, but he's been in for quite a little bit so far this game. Bryce Satterthwaite is going to come in for the Titans, coming off the bench for the first time this game. As the Titans are trailing by 22. That shot's going to go off the base of the rim. In the corner of St. Mary's. They're going to get it up to the top of the key, and their coach is just going to tell them to let the shot clock run out a little bit. But there's Andrew John, a little too much power on that layup, and it's going to go off his hands. It'll be Titans ball. So, Pat, I know we said this the other day when the Titans faced off against Chaminade. I said, what do you think that they will be emphasizing in practice in this upcoming week? But after you've seen 2 games at home in the last 2 weeks end up like this, what do you think they're going to have to be changing in their mindset?
Well, they're going to have to be definitely working on some layup drills, 100%. And also, work on, defense and, the defender not blowing by you a lot. I don't know how to word that, but hopefully it gets through.
And there's Jamie Heredia taking 2 shots. He's going to miss the first one, but he's got 1 more. And the second one's going to bounce off as well. Well, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Thank you so much for sticking with us for this game here at Holy Trinity High School. And Pat, this is going to be our last home game broadcasted of the regular season. Kind of crazy. It's been the first year that Holy Trinity, and thanks to the Media Broadcasting Club, has been able to broadcast every single home event for basketball. And it's been a ton of fun. Me and Pat have had a great time doing it. We're hoping that we can see you all in the playoffs. I hope that you all wish to see us in the playoffs too, as we're working to get, hopefully, to do our quarterfinal and hopefully later on games. Like I said, this is going to be a very important matchup. I said that right in the beginning of the open for today's game. But Titans coming in with 2 losses. Mary's coming in with 3 losses. Chaminade also having 3 losses. And this would put a tie when it comes to 3 losses between these teams. There you go, popping a shot and getting it to fall through is Joseph Jennings, the junior out of Rockville Center. Good opportunity for Coach Caduce to see some other players he hasn't got a chance to see so far this season. And 2-1-0, the horn blows here at Holy Trinity High School. And in the final score of today's matchup, 88 points in favor of St. Mary's. And 64 points for your Titans. Pat, definitely a tough one for the Titans, losing by 24. What went wrong for the Titans? What do they need to change?
Well, things that went wrong today were definitely can't finish their layups. They have to take more time with their layups. Defense, they're just letting the defenders get to the rim, finish easy. Too easy on the defensive side. And for the offense, too many turnovers for the Titans. Forced turnovers, maybe from the pressure from this Gale defense. They just couldn't get anything working.
Well, like I said, this might be our final broadcasted home game here at Holy Trinity High School. Unless the Titans will end up being in that quarterfinal round or maybe even later. But like I said, it has been an absolute pleasure for me and Pat to be here broadcasting all the games all season long. We hope that you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. I'd like to take this chance while we have it. I can point out today's crew. Jack Clarity doing a camera, Gabrielle Deverson, Pia Mendoza, Anthony Cordoba, Madison Diaz, and in the back we have Athul Vipin, Sophia King, and producing and cutting all these camera shots together, making me and Pat sound good, is Jack McCormick. So it has definitely been a fun season. We hope it is not over. We hope that we can see you in the playoffs. Next week's game against St. Anthony's will not be live streamed on the YouTube channel. But like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for sticking along with us all season long. Well, for hopefully not the final time this season, this is Patrick Nello. I'm Jack Lake, signing off. Thank you so much for watching.